Hi everyone. Today Salesforce integration training day 6. Let's see today's agenda. We'll quickly go through the previous session overview. Then we'll talk about how to send an attachment to the third-party system. Yesterday we have discussed other JSON parser, right? How to create a JSON parser, what are the steps? If I have to place the JSON parser, what are the output is there, how can I display that into the visual course? So that everything we have seen. Now today we are going to focus on how to send an attachment to third party. At the same time, we will see how to deserialize the attachment whenever we receive it from the third party system. And then today we will start about the XML, and then we'll see the DTD, and we'll see the XML document with external DTD. So basically here DTD is nothing but it's related to the document. In the Salesforce we have something called so we have something called DTD. We will see what is the DTD everything, and then we will talk about the XML document with the internal DTD and also XML schema definition, simple element definition, and then complex element definition. These are the one which we will be seeing it. Now, last class, we have seen the documentation. We have seen the documentation, how to do the documentation, how to do the JSON parser, right? So how to create a JSON parser, everything we have seen. Just hold on a second. Right. So the last class we have seen the parser, JSON.parser, how to create a JSON.parser, and what are the steps that we have to do, everything we have seen. Today what we will do is, we will take a one scenario. The scenario is if I have a file attachment. So what are the attachment is that if, for example, I wanted to send some image to the third party system, or I wanted to send some file to the third party system, how can I send the file to the third party system or an image to the third party system? How can we do that? So let's go ahead and implement this. So assume that I have a document object. So we all know the document object. In the document object, what I'll do is I'll create a new folder. Let's say it's a JSON and it's a read and write access, and everybody is able to access. Click on a save. Now in the JSON, I'll create a new, and instead of creating the new one here, I have already file is available, which is a Salesforce logo. The file is already available that has a Salesforce logo. So whatever the Salesforce logo is there, this logo I'll be sending to the third party system. This file I'll be sending to the third party system. It is an image, type is image, file extension is JPG, and it's a Salesforce logo, and the size is 197 KB. So this data is which is available in the document. Now, how can I get the information? Now, if I go to the developer console, here I can get the object file open. And object type is document. So inside this document, I have this information. Click on execute. So I have 3 records which I have. One record which I need is Salesforce logo. One I need Salesforce logo. So here I'll specify where developer name or where name equal to Salesforce logo. Because I'm looking for only that particular image. If I say here, I'll get only one record. Right? So this is the attachment. This is the specific one which we will see. Now let's go ahead and implement this. Now let me create a new file, new Apex class. So this is the attachment which I'm creating it, JSON_attachment. JSON_attachment. Click on OK. Now the logic which I need to implement is, first of all, I'll create a method here, public. Let's say void. Now I'm doing the JSON attachment. Parameter, I'm not expecting any parameter. Now first I need to, the step 1. Step 1, I need to retrieve the attachment from the document object. First I need to get that, retrieve the image from the document. Now step 2 is, once I receive the information, I need to serialize the attachment, because I need to send that information to the, third-party system. So before sending the data to the third-party system, I need to do the serializing the attachment. Now, when we are doing the serializing attachment, that time I'll be using the JSON generator. We have a JSON generator. In that generator, I need to use the start object. For here, serialize. This is a complex JSON, right? It's not a simple one. It's a complex. You cannot use the simple straightforward. You have to use the here JSON generator. Right. So whenever we use a JSON generator, that time we have to use the write start object and then write end object. Then after that, step 4, you need to generate a file. Generate a file. So in order to do this, serialize the attachment, you need to create a generator. Right. These are the 4 steps you will be doing it for the serialize. We have to do this for serialize. For serializing the attachment, we have to do these steps. Now, step 1, I need to retrieve the information. So document. I just need one data, so I'll be getting into the normal. So whatever the details are there, I'll just place that query here. Right, so I'm retrieving only the data which I need the information. Now, name prefix, I do not need it. Right, this is also I do not need it. Type also I don't need. So this information is enough. Document D equal to select ID, name, developer name, body from document where name equal to Salesforce logo. What is wrong here? Document. Now the step 2, Step 2 is I need to create a generator. In order to create a generator, system.json generator. JSON generator. Now here JS equal to JSON dot create generator. I need to pass the pretty here, which is a true. Now that means creating the JSON generator is done, serializing the attachment. Now here, once JSON is created, the next step is I need to start writing the object. So JS dot write start object, write start object, and then we have a JS dot write stop object. In between this, we will be writing the logic. In between this, we will be writing the logic. And at the end, in order to generate a file, so what we will be using is JS.get as string. So the file gets generated. Whatever the file is generated, I'll be storing that information into the string. So let's say that this is a result. Result equal to JS.get as string. Now finally, I'll print the information system.debug, and this is the result. Now write start object, this is write stop object, it's not a start. Write end object. Now these are the 5 lines of steps I need to implement it. In between this, whenever you are taking the attachment, not only in the JSON, whether you are writing a normal Apex class or you are writing a LWC class, wherever you are writing it. So first what you need to do is whatever the attachment is there, that attachment has to be taken in the blob. It has to be taken in the blob. Blob is a one data type. Blob is a one data type, which is nothing but binary large object. Binary large object. So whenever you are dealing with the attachments, whether it is a LWC, Apex, integration, wherever you are dealing with the attachment, you have to always look for the, first you need to convert or take a attachment in the form of blob. Similarly here also, whenever you are trying to process the attachment from the Salesforce to the third-party system, in that case, we have a data type which is called as a blob. So write blob field. So every data type we have like a date field, right? And write field name, null field name, number field, right? Object field, time field, string field, like this we have. Similarly, we have a blob field also. Now in the blob field, what are the first parameter is there? It's just a file name. So your file name is, let's say you are processing the attachment. And here you have a information in the D. Now in this D, you have so many fields are available. In this, so many fields are available. But you are interested only in the D.body. So that is a base64 format. The file will be available here. Now how the file will be available here? Let me show you the query editor. Let's execute it. It contains the information like this. The body will be containing the information of like this ID and document S object type, S objects document slash whatever the ID is there, that ID, and then it will take a body. So that's how you are able to convert this into the blob field. So you are storing the attachment in the, you are writing the attachment into the blob field. Now this is called as a serialize. These are the steps you have to do. Only additional step for the attachment is this is the one. Now let me save this. Both are same, JSON attachment, JSON attachment. Let me change the name of it. Let's say this is a attach file. Okay, so now I'll take this class name. Let's specify the class name. Let's say J attach equal to new. Whatever the class name is there, that is the class name. Now J attach dot the method name. Just pass the method name. Now this is the method name. Let's execute this. Click on execute the highlighted one. So this is your final output. This is your final output. So whatever the attachment is there. So this is JSON is opening here, ending here. Within this you have it. Because you are writing only the blog file, you are not writing anything. If you write any other details, it will go other details also. Like if you write here along with the blog field, if you are planning to write, let's suppose JS dot write string field. Let's say here name and the string, let's say here del, right? So this is the string. And if I try to execute it in your array, you will have a two fields. One is a name, another one is an attachment. Highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Right, so here you have a name and attachment. This is how you will be sending the details in the form of some XYZ format. It is a not understandable format, but system can understand. System can understand because whenever we convert this into the, whenever we convert the serialize and we kept it into the block field, automatically what will happen, it will take that into the block format and it will convert this, whatever the image is there, that image will be converted into the this some XYZ format. Even when you go to the desktop, when you open the image in the notepad, so what will happen, it will show you in the different format. Now let me open something. So let's say I have a Salesforce logo. Now I have this Salesforce logo. So this is a Salesforce Einstein logo. Okay, so if I right click and if I say open with, choose any other notepad, click on OK. What happened? It will convert into the different format. It will convert into the something not understandable format. Similarly, system is also convert that file into the whatever the system understandable format is there. It will try to convert that field into the their format. Now this is how we will be sending the information to the, this is how we will be sending the information to the third party system. Now once you send this data to the third party system will do the deserialization and they will perform whatever the action needs to be done, they will perform it. Now, in case if we receive same attachment to us, in case if we receive same attachment, now how can we do the deserialization? Now let's see the deserialization. In case if we are receiving the same kind of a format, we are receiving it from the third party system. In that case, how can we do the deserialize? deserialize the attachment. Now, in order to do the deserialization, now step 1, I need to create a JSON parser. Create a JSON parser. Now, step 2, once the JSON parser is created, I need to loop through the token. And while looping through the token, now I need to identify step 3. I need to identify whether the text equal to attachment. If the text equal to attachment, then I need to get those information. I need to get the data into the Salesforce. If this is the attachment, convert the whatever the attachment that third party is sending JSON format to the SFTC. Now these are the 3 steps which we have to do the deserialize. Now in order to do the deserialize, let's say here system.json parser, system.json parser. Now let's say JP equal to JSON dot create parser. Now here I need to pass the whatever the data I'm receiving it. So basically I'm receiving the information that is called. So let's say that this is the information. Let's pass this. Assume that this is what we are receiving it from the third-party system. Right? Whatever you are sending the information, the same format, we are also receiving the data. Now, once I receive the data, then I need to loop through the token while jp.next token not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, then go inside it. Inside I need to check if my text equal to, which is nothing but if jp dot get text equal to attachment. Then if it is attachment, go to the next token. And then get me the whatever the value is there, jp dot. In order to get, is it a text? No, it is not a text. Is it a long value? No. Is it an integer? No. Is it a double, decimal, date time? No, that is not the data type. So current token, no. It is basically, it's not a boolean also. It is a blob value. Attachment is always stored into the blob, which is binary large object. Whatever I'm getting the information, I'll be storing that information into the data type called blob. Let's say that this is a JD2 equal to, now whatever I'm getting it, I need to convert that into the data type called blob. I need to convert that into the blob. Now, once this is done, now let me print the system dot debug. Now I'm going to print the value of JD2. Let's say, now we are done here. Now let me execute this. So both are in the same method. Serialize is here and deserialize is here. Both are in the same method. Let me highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Now I'll be having the 2 of them. One is, it says the attachment. The second one is when you are converting the blob. Now let's suppose whatever you have received, you have converted that into the system understandable, Salesforce understandable format of attachment, right? Now I wanted to insert this data, whatever I'm receiving it, I wanted to insert that into the document. I wanted to insert here in the document. So in the document, I created a new folder which is called as a JSON. And within this JSON folder, I wanted to insert whatever I'm getting it from the third-party system. I wanted to insert the data. Now, how can we insert? This is document is a object. Document is a object. Now I need to query the details of first folder details because it has a multiple folders. Now the one which I have created the JSON folder. Now once the JSON folder is created, within this JSON folder, I wanted to insert the record from the whatever I have received it from third party system. I need to do the deserialization. And after that, you can here write the logic of inserting the data into the document. Insert attachment into document. So you can write the insert logic here. You can write the insert logic there so that the record will be the inserted there. Now for the attachment, you can ask me that can I use the normal JSON class? Whatever the normal JSON class is there, can I go and use that instead of using the JSON generator? I wanted to use the normal JSON class in order to serialize it. That means in order to serialize it, we have something called, in order to serialize it, we have a normal JSON dot serialize, right? So here I can pass the entire the complete document details. And then I'll store this information into the string because JSON serialized output will be in the string. Now here JST1 equal to what are the serialized there. Now finally I'll be printing the details system.debug. Now here I can print the JST1. Now can I perform instead of going with the create generator? Can I not do with simple straightforward JSON.serialize? Now let's go ahead and see that. Highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Now, what it is doing it is basically it is taking the attributes, type, right? So it has a attributes, type, document, so many things are there. Then it has a URL, right? So ID, name, developer name, and then blob information. There are so much of information is there. Let me copy this. Now, this is so much of information. Now, if you use the normal JSON, attributes, type, and this is the type is the one, then we have a URL. And after the URL, then it is the URL, it is closed. And the next one is we have a ID, right? What are the ID and the name, developer name, and the body encrypted. So it is encrypted body. Encrypted is false. And we have a blob information. Blob information is, again, it will be having some information there. Offset is 0, crypt ID equal to null, entity ID this one, and the hash null, and the SQL type. Now these all information it is coming, and still there is a lot of data is there. Still there is a lot of data, right? So it is connected here, but there is a lot of data is there. Now let me do one thing. Let me go to the Salesforce. And let's place the debug log here. Debug log, DEC batch, click on a new. Let's say user is the same user. DEC batch, and I just need it for some time. 7:45, that's it. And the information I needed is SFDC dev console. Click on a save. Now let me execute the same again here. Execute the highlighted one. Now let's go back to the debug log, click on refresh. Now we have this data. Now let me open this. Here we might be getting the information attributes. So much data it is. It is having a lot of information. What I'll do is I'll take this, copy JSON beautification. Let's go and paste it here. No, this is not required. Okay. Now let's see beautify. Now still there is a problem. End of the line. It's the end of the line. So this everything is an attachment. The entire text is an attachment actually. Okay. So here it's a real Bob and it's starting from here. Okay, that should be good. Right. So now it came attributes, type, URL, ID, name, developer. Then actual body starts here. Within that we have an entity ID, SQL, type in information. Then the real Bob value is starts from here. So this entire thing is an attachment. Once the attachment is done, it is going to give me the length and the max to keep, how much, everything it is going to give me the information. Everything it is going to give me the information here. Now, similar way, if I wanted to deserialize it, we can do the deserialization also. Instead of using the JSON parser, if I wanted to do the deserialization, we can do the deserialization with the normal. Let's go ahead and do that. So here I'll be getting the. So whatever the first one is there, I'll take the input as this. Now, in order to do the deserialization, JSON dot deserialize. Now here I'll be getting the JSON string. JSON string I'm passing the top one and class. Class is it's basically data type of blob. So blob dot class. Blob dot class, whatever I'm getting the information, I'm going to store that information into the blob. And let's say JD2 equal to, you have to convert this into the blob. Now let me print the value system.debug JD2. Now click on save. Okay, so let's say JSD. Oh. Let's say. Now I'm doing the deserialization with the normal step. Now let me click on highlight this, execute. Now, unrecognized base 64 character. That means what it is expecting, it is in the 28th line. You cannot deserialize the complex one. You cannot deserialize the complex one, which is not possible. For deserialization, you have to go for a parser. Now, what is the error it is giving me? String exception, unrecognized base 64 character, which is a curly brace. What are the curly braces there? It is giving me that error. So the error which I am getting is unrecognized base 64. It is not able to convert the attachment. It is not able to convert the attachment. External entry point, it is not able to convert the attachment. Whatever the attachment it has, it is not able to convert that attachment. Now, how about instead of passing this complete information, how about this? Whatever the result I have, can I pass this information which has only the attachment? Now let me save this. Debug, open, highlight this, execute the anonymous. Still it says that unrecognized base 64. So basically we cannot do the deserialize. Deserialize is not possible, but serialize we can do it. For the file attachment, serialize we can do it, but deserialization is not possible. Till this point, any questions? Now, in the Lightning also, you can do the same thing. Whatever we are doing it here, in Lightning also, you can do the same. Now, for example, if you want to insert into the document, how can I insert into the document? Now, let's go ahead and see that. So in case if you want to insert the information into the document, the first thing I need to know is the folder is JSON folder. Now, how can I know that folder name? Query editor, select ID, comma name, let's say from folder. Now, let's see, is my folder is displaying here. Now I have a folder which is called as a JSON. So let's say here where name equal to JSON. Where name equal to JSON. Click on execute. So I'm going to take this folder. So take this, whatever the folder is there. Now, for example, I'm going to take here string folder ID equal to whatever the name is there, that is the one dot ID. So I'm capturing the folder ID here. Now, once I have the folder ID, the next step is I need to insert the record. I need to insert a new record inside the document. So I need to create the document. Let's say doc equal to new document. I'm initializing the object here. Now within this, I'll say doc dot. What are the fields which I have? I have so many fields. I have these many fields are there. So one which I need is name. Name, let's say it is a test attachment or JSON attachment. JSON attachment. And what else? The data that I need to pass it. I need to pass the body. I need to pass it. So this, the data will be in the, I'll take it JD2. So we have a JD2. So let me take the JD2 here. And what should be the type of the document? What should be the type of the document? Content type is, basically it's a image or JPG. Now, let me do one thing. Let me copy this. Let me see what is the existing content types are there. Let's execute. So we have a image JPG. So let me copy that image JPG. That's the content type. And also we have a doc dot type. Doc dot type. So doc dot type equal to whether it is a PNG file or a JPG file or it's a text file. So here it is a JPG file. Content type is different, type is a different, both are different. And next one is a folder ID. Which folder I wanted to place this? Doc dot folder ID equal to, we have a folder ID. Now, whether this file should be available for everybody or not. Content type is public equal to true. Now, is there any other thing? Doc dot. Now, if you have a URL, you can place the URL also. Apart from the URL, I think we covered almost everything. Now I'm going to insert the record. Insert document. Now, right now the document JSON does not have any documents here. Now let me execute it again. Oh, there should not be any issue. Now let's go back here, document. Now we can see here the document JSON attachment. JSON attachment. Now this is how the data will be visible. Document unique name, it is automatically taken, and the folder is JSON, file is JPG, and keywords image, images it is taken the, so this is the image it has taken. Directly the image it is displaying the image. So directly it is displaying the image there. And that's how we can insert the information inside the document. Now, if you want as an attachment, you can do as an attachment also here. So while inserting, now you can specify here whether you want the key field like a hyperlink instead of showing the image. If you want a hyperlink, you can change the hyperlink also. So that you see, that is the homework. So what is the homework is create the similar type of it. So first send the attachment from the Salesforce to third-party system. And once you send the information, then the same whatever is there, same whatever the file that you are sending to third-party system, assume that the same file you are receiving in the Salesforce. So what you have to do is you need to get the Salesforce that what are the JSON is there. The keyword has to be displayed as a view file. Instead of displaying an image, it should be displayed as a view file. So here, when I click on a view file, then it should be showing the information. Now, instead of showing here image, what you need to do is you need to use this view file. Now, how you will do it? Check the object and everything. So simple one change, you have to do it. That's our homework. Any other questions on the attachment? Okay, the next one is JSON token. JSON token enum. So JSON token enum is basically it contains the all token values used for the parsing JSON content. It's basically it has a enum value and description. It does not have anything. JSON token is used for the parsing the content, passing the JSON content. Other than that, we don't use the JSON token anywhere. It's not for a serializing or it's not for a deserializing. This is for parsing the JSON content. That's it. How it is going to parse the JSON content? Like we have a enum values like a end array, end object, start array, start object, value false, value null, right? Value string. This is what yesterday I have shown in the visual course, right? This is the enum values. What are the enum values are there? We can use those enum values in the JSON token, right? Get next token or a next token, right? So get text, whatever we have it. So just getting the parsing the JSON content, we use JSON token. Apart from that, we do not use a JSON token. And in the real time, we do not use at all JSON token. Very rare, only if you want to deal with the enum. Only if you want to deal with enum, then only you have to go with the JSON token. Usually in Salesforce, we do not deal with the enums. So most of the times we do not use the JSON token. We just use the other JSON class, JSON generator class, JSON parser class. Right, so that's today is ending the JSON. Next one is we will focus on the XML. We will focus on the XML. So basically you take any integration, not only the Salesforce, you take any integration, whether it could be a Salesforce integration, whether it could be a JavaScript integration, whether it could be a different integration, whatever it could be. Now, every integration will have a two type of it. Every integration will have a two type of the integration. Why we have a two type of integration is because initially when in the market, like 20 years back or more than 20 years back, so that time only XML was there. So integration was happening only with the XML. There was no JSON. JSON concept was not there 20 years back or more than 20 years back. Only the concept is XML. This is the first integration which came in the XML. Now, after that, they have released the JSON format. They have released the JSON format. Now everybody is comfortable with the JSON, not with the XML. Now I'll tell you what is the reason there. But why we have a two is because initially it was just a XML and later they converted into the JSON. That's the reason whatever the older version is there, they are still maintaining the older one and also continuing the latest one. That's the reason we have a two type of a integration. One is a XML and the second one is JSON. This is you take any other integration like a Facebook integration, Instagram integration, or a YouTube integration. For example, you wanted to do the YouTube integration. Whenever you wanted to do the YouTube integration, now you will be receiving this data API. So you need to go to this API. In this API, you have a different guides are available. For example, you wanted to do the YouTube integration. For example, I want within the, let's say that within the Salesforce, I want the YouTube should be available for one of the object. So what are the information is there in the YouTube? I need to get the information, right? So those all will be available here. Everything you can see that whether you want a XML format or whether you want a JSON format, all the information you will be able to get the information like get activities, post activities, delete captions, post captions, get captions, put captions. From Salesforce, you wanted to post some data to the YouTube. In that case, how can you post it? So you can use the post activities and you can place the caption to that, and whatever information you have it, you can place it here. So this is also will have a JSON format as well as it has a XML format. Both the formats will be there. Even YouTube or anything you take it, everywhere we have a two type of a integration. One is a JSON, one is a XML. One is a JSON and another one is a XML. No, I cannot show you that right now here, but usually it is available. So we have a API errors, and if you want to search something in the API, how can you search the information from the Salesforce? You wanted to search in the YouTube, how can you search it? So we have a different kind of information which we need to pass it. I can play with here, try this method, I can pass some information. So this is a JSON format. This is the JSON format. Now some kind, e-tag, next page token, previous page token, page info, item, playlist. This has the resources, right? So these are the JSON format. This is a JSON format. So they are sending in the JSON format. Nowadays, everybody is using the JSON. Before they were used to they used to have it XML. They used to deal with the XML, but now everybody started using the JSON. JSON is a more compatible, so that's the reason they are using the JSON. So this is the one integration if you want to deal with the YouTube API integration. So this is some kind of information like a resource representation. So you wanted to see the video ID, end date, content details, or a resource ID position, playlist, what are the channel, title is there, height, width, URL, everything you can pass the information and then you can get the details. This is for one integration, like a YouTube integration. These are details you can have it. Similarly, if you want only comments you wanted to see, so you can see only the comments on the specific YouTube video. If you want to get the specific YouTube video, you can get it. So, but the JSON is, this is the JSON. By using this JSON, you can send the information to the YouTube. That means you can send the request to the YouTube and YouTube will be responding back to you with the information. What are the comments that are there in the particular YouTube video? You can get those information here. Right. So right now, most of everybody is using the JSON. Very rarely you will see the XML, but still we will understand what is the XML. Still we will understand what is XML, because in case in some companies, if they say that there are some old products used by the few companies, they are still using the old products. So for them, at least we need to support the XML. Now, if we have to support the XML, we should understand the XML structure. Now here XML structure, XML is nothing but extensible markup language. Extensible markup language. So basically XML is also a markup language. XML is also markup language, and XML is designed to store and transport the data. Basically, it is used to store the information as well as sending the data to the another system or receiving the information, right? And XML is designed to be self-descriptive. Self-descriptive is nothing but tags you will be designing the script, whatever the design is there, XML design. XML design is done by the developers. Self-descriptive, everybody can do their own format. Like here you have a standard channel ID, text display, some information is there here. But in the XML, whatever the tags are there, the tags will be described by developer. That means none of the XML files are same. Each XML file will be a different meaning for that. That means XMLs are basically designed by the developers. What tag needs to be there? What tag needs to be there? And how much length I need to be there, and how much structure I need to put it. Everything is decided by the developer. Now I'll show you that what is the self-descriptive. Self-descriptive is nothing but basically I will be deciding what is the tag. I can keep a tag of Swapna also. I can keep tag of Swapna also. I can keep a tag. This is my tag in the XML. Now within this Swapna, I'll be adding some more details, and closer is Swapna. This is self-descriptive. Self-descriptive. This is my own tag. Now, whoever is consuming this XML, they don't know what is Swapna here, right? Or I can put it here something different name altogether. Let's say I can put it here training. I can put it here training. This is my own self-descriptive tag. Nobody knows. So that's the reason every individual XML file is different from other. Only developer can tell you that what is this training tag here. What is the purpose that they have added the training tag? Usually in the HTML, we have a P tag, paragraph tag. There is a meaning for this, like a break tag. There is a meaning for this, right? So we have some meaning for this. But when we are giving a training, nowhere it is designed training tag, nowhere it is designed Swapna tag. But who is designing in the XML? XML is designed to be self-descriptive tags. Now anything you can give you, it's up to you. It's up to you. XML is designed to carry the data, not to display the data. And tags are not predefined. Developer uses their own tag. There is no predefined structure. There is no predefined tag. There is no predefined tag. You can use it whatever the tag you wanted. And XML is a platform independent and language independent. It is a language independent. And XML is uses in the DTD or schema to describe the data. So whenever you are implementing the XML, either you will see the DTD, which is nothing but a document type definition or schema definition. One is a document type definition, second one is a schema definition. There is a difference between the document type definition as well as schema definition. There are two types are there. Now we will see what is this document definition, document type definition, schema definition. Now there are two types of the XML. One is XML is uses with the DTD, XML uses with the schema. And XML allows user to define own tags and own document structure. Own tags and own document structure. Now this is what designed by the allows the user to define the own tag and their own document structure. There is no predefined structure. There is no standard structure. There is no predefined tag. You can use it whatever you wanted. So this about introduction about the integration XML. Next part, we will do it tomorrow. So that's all for today. Next, we will see the DTD and schema. How can we define it? And what is the structure for the XML? What is the structure? Base structure. Now, is there any base structure or there is no base structure? Like everything we will see tomorrow.